Hello.
Liz and Rajeev have asked that we share in the most special day of their lives and witness their profession of love for one another. So let's begin with a prayer. Dear God, thank you for this joyous day. Thank you for your light that has entered Liz and Rajeev's life. Thank you for the miracles and blessings. Bless them with the inner gifts of trust, compassion, forgiveness, and truth, that they may live and grow together in love and in peace. Amen. Love is not something that's found very easily. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes compromise. And if we're honest, we all know that Liz's first true love was Kevin. But here we are together as one. You'll know that it's going to take kindness and grace. It takes friendship and true care for one another and another individual other than yourself. This ceremony is not a symbol of the beginning of your love, but instead a seal of your true love and devotion to one another. It's a symbol of promise and hope for the future, but never lose sight of your love for one another. It all takes work. Nothing in life that's worth holding so close will ever be easy. There will be moments that you're going to question your own sanity or each other's, but find solace that in the journey that you began, you chose one another in love and in happiness. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be, so I ask that you grow together. Know that what's coming will come, and you'll face it together when it does. You are only as strong as you are united, and as weak as you are when divided. Always find strength in one another, and know that there may be times that you'll have to be strong for both of you. Elizabeth and Rajeev, the relationship you enter into today must be grounded in strength of your love and the power of your faith in one another. To make your relationship succeed, it will take unending love. It will take trust to know in your hearts that you truly want what is best for one another and to learn to grow together. It will take faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds. If you both come freely and understand the responsibility and work involved to make your relationship thrive and are committed to not only each other but your family, please reply, we do. I, Rajeev, take you, Elizabeth Leanne, as my wife, and to be no one other than yourself. Loving what I know of you, trusting what I do not yet know, I will respect your integrity and have faith in your abiding love for me through all our years in all that life may bring us. With this ring, I Elizabeth and Rajeev, prior to this moment, you each walked in a separate path. Now you embark together on a shared path, yet the journey is not yours alone, for you have committed to one another. Today you have stood before these witnesses and declared your intent to commit your lives to each other in marriage. You have made promises to each other and your family. Your road to this moment has not always been smooth, but you continue to fight for one another. I hope you will never forget the fight and perseverance it has taken to get to this moment. And I hope you'll never forget the love and joy that you feel today, because these are the values that will keep your marriage, family, and bond to one another strong. And so, by the power invested in me by the American Marriage Ministries of the state of Michigan, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Rajeev, you make this your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I'd like to pronounce Mr. and Mrs. Rajeev Achanta. Next, we'd like to introduce Harish and Taylor. And we have the best man, Abby, and maid of honor, Abby. And without further ado, Mr. and Mrs. Achanta.
People call me Abhi. Probably few people know me too. John's family. Vijay's family. So me and Rajeev are friends from 2009, and we are undergraduate. The very first time I met Rajeev in his room, in a hostel, he pretended to be like a very good guy. The very first time he was like throwing his book down and he was like reading his stuff and he was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm preparing for the test tomorrow. Which is not at all to actually, there is no exam. But there was an exam after 3-4 months that we started preparing. Alright, so that's true. Really, that's true. So there are like so many ups and downs between us, from the day one which started our journey back in 2009 till date. So I'm basically an emotional person. So likewise, Rajeev. More than me, he's an emotional, but he's strong. I'm weak, emotionally weak. And he keeps lifting me every time when I'm like very low sometimes, struggling. He's like backbone to me. So when we finished our undergraduate, I just want to give an high level how I'm important to him and how he is important to me. Likewise, he is. So it's not like a quite formal speech, but it's like between a friendship between us, basically. Maybe this is a appropriate speech like how a best man should give. Sure. So when we finished our undergrad in 2013, so I think he's preparing for his studies to come back doing masters. He was asking me what do you want to do? said that I want to tell stories. Tell stories. I want to direct movie. It's like, okay. And he used to be like, I used to make some short films back in like during my undergraduate. I did a lot of them, but they are not at all good. Believe me. But he supported me a lot. Not him, just like many of the friends like Harish, and few more people who are like not here, but they're back in India. So, and I worked as an assistant director when he was doing his masters here. And I still remember the day that when my movie released, and he walked for 3 miles in cold and watched that movie just because of me. Like, so one good thing about Rajeev is his smile. He always maintains that smile, even especially like when I get mad, I lose my patience. The first person I let him is this guy, because he always embarrasses. But even if I scold him or tell some bad thing, bad words, he just smiles and says like, okay, this is like quite useful to me. So, and he never lets his gratitude down. He always stays on his reality, he always stays on his ground, whatever the situation might be. I'm sure even after 10 years he might be richest, but he stays like that. That's for sure. That's the one thing I can guarantee him. And think like few months back, I was talking to my dad, saying, "Dad, you want to come to United States and visit? There are some good places in here." He's like, "Let me think about it." And when after like 1 month after, like he called me and said, "I want to come to United States." I was like, "It's like Rajeev's marriage. I want to see Rajeev's marriage." He doesn't want to visit me, but he wants to see Rajeev's marriage. I was like, okay, fine. So, and I kept quiet and was like, okay, and I want to talk to Rajeev on that. I'm not quite sure like how the climate is done. Like, this is your first time you're coming? He said one thing, straight. I never know like he's feeling that thing. And I like, he always thinks like, I know Rajeev is a very good friend of mine, but he said, Rajeev is my son too. And I don't know, he's seeing his marriage. He's my son too. So I felt so emotional that day, but I never told him that he said that word, and even now he's like calling me every time, like show him I want to talk to him. But, yeah. And I'm sure, Lizzie, you are my family now. I'm straight from my heart. Lizzie, you are my family, not just Achanta family or McKenna's family too. This is the word which my father told me to tell you. And on time, just ending up. This is like, I think, oh my god, I don't know, like, I'm good at this speech. Not even like preparing straight from, I don't know, it's coming simultaneously. I want to thank Lee's parents for making this. And Lee, thank you so much for accepting Rajeev. And Lee's just giving you both were like, I know like I didn't do much helping you for this marriage. I'm giving word, and your Indian's wedding is on me, and I'm going to be there, take care of everything. Thank you so much.
Alright. Hi everyone. For those who don't know me, which probably not much of you, I'm Abby. I'm the matron of honor of this beautiful bride's older sister. I'd first just like to thank all of you for coming out this morning. You're like me. The last thing you probably want to do on a Saturday morning is wake up early and make yourself look like a functioning human being. So thank you for coming out. And thank you, Liz and Rajeev. You threw this beautiful wedding, and it's early, so all these good people can still enjoy the rest of their Saturday, and all these good-looking people up here don't have to stay So thank you. Having only been married for about 3 years, I can't really claim to be a specialist on marriage, but I do have opinions. And one of those opinions is that your significant other, they should encourage you and just help you become, like a better person, inspire personal growth. And let me tell you, Rajeev has already done that for Liz. She cooks now. Which, if you know Liz, her definition of cooking in the past was heating up a bag of microwave popcorn and calling it a night. So, thank you, Rajeev. I'm looking forward to a lifetime of tandoori chicken and future family events. So, Rajeev is a really great guy. When I first met him, he was pretty quiet and reserved, but, as I, as with my own quiet, reserved guy, when you get to know them, they're not so quiet and reserved. So it's been great to get to know them. For those of you that don't know, Rajeev grew up in Telangana, which is in southern India. And just hearing about some of his stories from when he was growing up greatly differed from Liz and I's childhood. For one thing, he had a whole lot more cobras in his day-to-day life than we did. So, whereas it's like, back here in Michigan, the most threatening animal experience that we had was a fake rubber spider that my brother left for my mom to discover, which was pretty much like a cobra in her mind. But, differences in upbringings and just differences in culture, while it's popped up throughout their relationship, it's never really held Liz and Rajeev back. I was pouring through a sacred text that's been very influential to Liz, which is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Where I found a quote by Albus Dumbledore, and it says, "Differences of habit and language are nothing at all if our aims are identical and our hearts are open." And really, you guys, as long as the two of you just commit to loving and respecting each other, those differences are just what can make your marriage strong and unique and beautiful. And, I just can't wait to be able to watch the life you two will build together. So, Rajeev, welcome to the family. We're thrilled to have you. Amen. So, in my family, there's a movie that we watch every year around Christmas, which I get, it's 2 weeks away from Halloween, so not really timely, but every year we watch A Muppet Christmas Carol, and we still watch it. It's one of our favorites. We have the soundtrack that we listen to recreationally. But in A Muppet Christmas Carol, it says, "If you need to know the measure of a man, you simply count his friends." And so, on that note, Liz and Rajeev, on behalf of myself and the 100 plus people that have gathered here today to celebrate your love, let us all just raise a glass to toast your health and to wish you a very happy and long life together to Mr. and Mrs. Achanta.
I'll find a man, 'cause I love the way you say good morning. Can you take me the way back there? If you are chilly, here, take my sweater. Your head is aching, I'll make it better. 'Cause I love the way you call me baby, and you take me the way I am. when you are losing all your hair. So I'm passionate to all you dare, 'cause I love you more.